China's economic collapse has quietly started. Here's the proof. China's economy is in trouble, and no one wants to say it out loud. While most of the world focuses on headlines about U.S. tariffs, BRICS meetings, or de-dollarization, something much bigger is happening beneath the surface. China's economic collapse has already started. Not with a bang, but with cracks. Cracks in real estate, cracks in youth employment, cracks in trust, growth, and global confidence. And in this video, we're breaking it all down. What's really happening inside China's economy, why it's far more fragile than the headlines suggest, and how this could affect the global financial system, including the U.S. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Real estate meltdown. For decades, China's growth strategy relied on one thing: real estate. Apartment buildings, ghost cities, concrete everywhere. Real estate made up over 25% of China's GDP. People didn't just live in homes, they invested in them. Sometimes owning 3, 4, even 5 apartments as speculative assets. But the bubble has popped. Evergrande, one of the biggest property developers in the world, defaulted on over $300 billion in debt. Country Garden, another real estate giant, missed bond payments and is on the verge of collapse. Construction has slowed dramatically. Hundreds of unfinished buildings sit abandoned. Worse, Chinese families have lost confidence. When housing prices stop going up, the entire wealth effect breaks down. And in China, there's no 401k, no retirement stock portfolio. Real estate was the retirement plan. That plan is failing. Chapter 2. Youth Unemployment Crisis. In 2023, China quietly stopped reporting youth unemployment. Why? Because the number had climbed above 20%. Millions of young Chinese graduates can't find work. They're stuck at home. They're disillusioned. Many are joining the lying flat movement, opting out of the rat race entirely. This isn't just an economic issue. It's a social time bomb. A generation without jobs is a generation that loses faith in the system. And faith is the foundation of every economy. Chapter 3. Private Business Crackdown. Xi Jinping has made one thing clear. Private businesses in China operate at the pleasure of the Communist Party. Jack Ma, the billionaire founder of Alibaba, criticized the government in 2020. Weeks later, he vanished from the public eye. The government killed the Ant Financial IPO, the biggest IPO in history, overnight. Since then, a wave of tech firms have laid off thousands. Startups have shut down. Foreign investment has slowed. Why would anyone invest in a system where your success can be erased by one bad headline? Chapter 4. Local Government Debt Crisis. Most people don't realize how indebted China's local governments are. They borrowed heavily to fund infrastructure, bridges, roads, stadiums, often with little economic return. Now, those local governments can't repay their debts, and Beijing doesn't want to bail them out. What's the result? Hidden defaults, shadow banking crises, and a silent credit crunch. The more debt piles up, the harder it becomes to stimulate growth. Chapter 5. The Yuan and Capital Flight. With real estate collapsing and local debt rising, wealthy Chinese are quietly getting their money out. Capital flight is accelerating. Luxury real estate in Canada, Australia, and the U.S. has become a safe haven. At the same time, the yuan is under pressure. If Beijing prints more money to bail out developers and provinces, it risks weakening the currency or even triggering inflation. But if it doesn't, the system could seize up. This is the core dilemma. Bail everyone out and risk a currency crisis, or hold the line and risk a debt implosion. Final thoughts. China's economic collapse won't look like 2008. It won't be one dramatic crash. It will be slow, painful, and controlled. Until it isn't. Because in China, the government controls the data, the narrative, and the outcome. But not forever. You can't fake growth forever. You can't print your way out of demographic decline. And you can't build prosperity on concrete and censorship. The question isn't if China's economy is collapsing. It's how long they can hide it. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe to Finance-Related 101. More real-world macro breakdowns are coming soon. Thanks for watching.